So Xavi Simons just left Paris Saint-Germain. I think he signed like a 5-year contract. I don't know. It's kind of crazy to me, He's like just a 16-year-old. I don't know how much he left for. I don't know the value, but if he's willing to leave, if he's been enticed to go to Paris Saint-Germain, I wish him the best. I don't know if it's going to be the best destination for his growth and for his development as a player. But I mean, I see this all as a problem of the directiva, of just the board of directors in the club. They're really showing their true colors. They're really showing like what they want to, what their aspirations are, and their aspirations aren't in youth development. They're not in academy development, and they're not in developing the players that are the ones for tomorrow. And it's kind of sad because this is what basically made Barcelona famous, was this. And we're entering like this type of Galactico era where we're basically just investing in these players that are already made players, and I mean just getting a few years out of them and just see what we can get next on the market, just for monetary sense, just for advertising, just for being more of a brand. But if the titles don't come, people are not going to stay here. Xavi Simons was an important player. He's been there. He grew up there his whole life. He's basically named after Xavi. And so this was meant to be, He was supposed to be the anchors in the midfield. But I think it's a move of him basically seeing that he really doesn't have any chance. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he knows Ricky Puig. He saw what happened with Marc Cucurella. I don't know, other players coming from the Barcelona youth, the academy. And with this manager as well, he probably sees that his chances are limited, He doesn't see a growth, a plan that is being expanded and being risked, giving risk to the youth, giving them chances. And he's 16 right now, but I mean, Messi was already in the first team at 18. Iniesta was as well. And I think Xavi started around that age as well. I don't know if he was 19, 20. And so was Sergio Busquets, and we can go on the list, But it's because someone has to bet on them. Someone has to give the risk. Someone has to give the incentive to say that I'm backing you. I know what your potential is, and I see it in you, and I'm putting you in my team. But those managers are very few now, and I see that this manager that we have now with Valverde it's not panning out that way. The youth is not his priority, and especially not the academy. And he just wants players that are already made players. We could see that with Ricky Puig and his situation. This dude just finished his first season with the first team, even though I'm pretty sure he only played like 500 minutes, like probably like 5 games maybe in the whole year. And the 2 full games that he played was against Levante, where basically that whole team was like of subs, of the bench, and some people got even their start for Barcelona in that game, and as well as that Tottenham game that they're going crazy about that we tied with Barcelona. Well, this Barcelona was filled with like Barca B players and reserves in the bench and whatever. But that's what I gotta say. You see the priorities, you see what they're betting on. They're more enticed to going for Neymar and all these big names, and you have the players right there. I'd rather put him instead of Rakitic any day. Rakitic isn't getting any younger, and his wages are insane. But if we bet on Ricky Puig right now, which he's like 20, he's finna turn 20 years old. By this time, Messi was flying, And you can say maybe he's not as talented as Messi or this or that, but how are we ever going to know if we don't even give him the chance, We're rather willing to bet for some guy that we barely know anything about, that doesn't even know the club, the city, I don't know, the style of play. Who knows if he's going to adapt? Who knows if he's going to pan out and fork out 40, 30, 60, whatever million pounds, and then it doesn't even turn out good, It's just like what they did with Marc, with Cucurella. Like, how are we going to buy him back just to make a profit of like 2 million on him? Like, we bought him for like 4 and we sold him for like 6 to Getafe. Like, that's the most messed up thing ever. And like, I don't know, if I was him, I wouldn't even return back. Like, why would I want to go to Barcelona? They don't want me. Like, he's going to Getafe after having like pretty good season at Eibar, and they loaned him out there for the whole season. But I don't know, like we need that left back space being filled, We need it to be filled, and I would bet on him. He's from the academy. He's from the youth. He's did it with Abot. Abot is like a mid-table team. Like, why won't you bet on him? Like, I don't understand why. And I don't know if it's like a Segura, the board of, like the sporting director decision that he wants these players of Neymar, or if it's Eric Vidal, or I don't know who else is the sporting director in Barcelona. They're the ones that are calling the shots, or if it's the players, because I feel like it is the players in a sense, because I don't think it's the president, I don't think it's the manager calling for Neymar. It's mostly the players. It's mostly that club of players. It's a club de amigos. And now we're even having another club of players. You know, we're having the French club of players, where we have Griezmann, Dembele, Toribio, I don't know, Samuel Umtiti. It's being dumb, you know. And I know their average age is way smaller than the one of the Club de Amigos, which are all like in their 30s and whatever. But what are we gonna bet on? Like, what are we gonna do with this? Like, why would we let him go and then be looking for Junior Firpo? Not saying that he's not a good player and he's not up to par, but he's not even gonna play, and we're gonna fork out 40 million for him. Like, I mean, we already have one right there. Why are we gonna fork out 40 million for Junior Firpo? He is a player. He is enticing. He's a young prospect, whatever. But this direction that Barcelona is going is not for the future, and it's sad to see. And I don't know. I don't like where the club is going in this direction. But this is all I gotta say on that move, and I hope you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Peace out.